Now eat the mayonnaise. The entire jar. Or I'm going to. I'm gonna.
1.6 update. You can now drink mayonnaise.
Well, that's what you're gonna do. Otherwise, you're getting the fucking hose again.
I'll take the hose.
Yeah, I'll take the
also
hose.
take the hose.
Well, you know what? Just because I can. Wing bowl mayonnaise. Let me see if this video still. Well, it's coming. No, ew, grilled Mississippi comeback wings? Ugh.
I just met you, and this is crazy, but look away so I can just run.
Listen, I just want to see if there was a video. The worst part is I remember it because I had to fucking listen to this. Yeah, apparently I'm too lazy to look for video MPT. 64-ounce jar of mayonnaise, and I think it was like 5 minutes. Had to listen to a man eat the entire thing on the radio. It was a great way to start my morning, that's for sure.
Good news is we don't have to do introductions today because no one will be watching now.
Yeah, pretty much.
We even scared MPT away.
Yeah, I mean, that's not that difficult. But we're going to do introductions anyway, because I like watching you all suffer. All right, who wants to suffer first? Not all at once.
I nominate Sharky.
Excellent! So, Lon, tell us about Sharky.
Hello, I'm Sharky. I am the definitive Florida man. I stream once in a great while. I'm older than you. And I don't know, let's just have some fun, everybody.
Does that mean I can do Lon now?
Yeah, sure, why not? Fuck it.
She's Lon, she's Lon, she's smart, she's pretty, she's cool. She's Lon, she's Lon, she's better than bad, she's good. Okay, next. That was it, I'm doing no more.
All right, Chris Rees, tell us about you in haiku form.
Refrigerator.
575, my guy. That's only 3, 4, maybe.
5.
Yeah, it depends. Is
5.
refrigerators 5? Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a haiku whose last line is refrigerator, which was the reference.
Refrigerator!
I'm Chris Reese. I work too much. I stream twice a week because otherwise I'd be bored. That's all I got. I'm tired.
Hi, tired. I'm Dad. Speaking of dads, that's what Oni Hart calls me.
I don't remember ever doing that.
Remember when I let you win that Smash tournament? Out of the kindness of my heart, because I didn't want to crush your dreams.
No, you didn't let me win.
Anyway, how's Unicorn Overlord?
100 hours in. Almost done the game. I think. I mean, I could go beat the game right now if I wanted to.
How many screenshots of the big muscle mommy do you have?
The
answer is yes.
None.
I'm disappointed.
But I can say for sure, for certain, for definitive, that out of every single piece of media I've ever consumed in my life, she may be my favorite character ever.
She's pretty dope.
But as for everything else, I haven't been able to stream because I've just been busy helping my mom. But I think she's good. So maybe might be able to return after my vacation. Probably gonna try playing more Tekken and maybe do some art streams maybe next week, or maybe next week. I gotta get some work done on my new model. But
P5 Strikers.
no, that game. All right, I'll say right now, for prosperity's sake, can we please stop bringing that up?
Okay.
Thank you.
For those that do not know who Oni and I are talking about, I present to you Portuguese fitness guru, Muscle Mommy. She's wonderful.
She's so great.
Last but not least, it is Shy. I don't know why that took me forever to type out.
Yeah, I may be last, but I'm certainly not least. The fact that I am Shy. I'm a ninja girl. I play games. Recently been getting back to 14, wanting to get a crack at Stardew Valley's update, where, as I said before, you can drink mayonnaise now. As for wherever you can catch me when I go live with Lon, one of the best Banuis in the entire universe, and here every Monday night.
I'm proud of you all. I need to show my wife this wonderful video. Liquify tool on the doodle. Yeah. Anyway, as we whence left off last week, it was time for the final cross-examination. Yeah, Atlas and Vanillaware.
In any case, Mr. Justice, your cross-examination.
Admitting the little crime to avoid the big one, eh?
This one's back to me, isn't it?
Yep.
Yep.
Huh?
I think I was Alita with the weeks I was here. But
Yep.
Just making sure. Yes, I went to the clinic that day to speak to the doctor. I wanted that chart, but I failed to get it. So I went back to the clinic later. In any case, I didn't shoot him. You don't even have proof I stole that pistol, do you?
But you could have stolen it.
Could have? Is that some new definition of proof?
We'll ask Waki. He'll tell us.
Might I remind you, this is a cross-examination. You might want to keep your baseless theories to yourself.
He's right.
And that brat was spotted in the park at the moment of the crime. Frankly, I don't think it matters if Dr. Maractus was shot in the temple or not.
No, that actually is pretty important. The doctor was shot in the right temple, yeah?
So it seems.
Let's review the facts again, shall we? If the killer shot from this location, the bullet would have struck our victim square in the forehead. However, the entry wound was in the right temple.
Yes, we heard this testimony. We heard testimony on this yesterday. At the time of the shooting, the witness was standing here. Just before the gun was fired, he shouted. The victim turned his head to look and was shot.
But that testimony was proven to be a lie. Our egregious panty snatcher, Mr. Stickler, did witness the crime, but he was standing to the north, next to the trash can where he tossed the pile of panties he'd collected. If Mr. Stickler shouted from this location, the bullet couldn't have hit his right temple.
Silly, silly attorney.
What?
Do you remember what you had for breakfast that morning?
Do you remember, Trucy?
I always have a glass of milk for breakfast.
That's not... You know what? Sure.
What matters is one thing. The doctor was shot in his right temple. If that's the case, there can only be one explanation. The panties guy was wrong.
But his location was proven. You can't write that off as him being mistaken.
Just 1 minute.
Then why don't you show us that forehead?
Show you... What?
Must I explain everything? Very well. Let's recap. If the witness, panties guy, was standing to the north, then where was the shooter standing? From what location did the killer shoot the victim?
But wait, if the witness was standing there, how could anyone shoot the victim in the right temple?
I merely laid out the facts for us. It is up to the one posing the shiny forehead to show us, possessing the shiny forehead. If you can, that is.
Wakikataki was standing at the killer mark, Wesley Stickler at the witness mark, and of course Palmeractus was at the victim mark.
Let's hear what the defense has to say.
As the facts stand now, we can't explain this crime without contradicting ourselves at some point. But I know why. The real killer shot from an entirely different location.
What are you talking about? I don't see any other place.
Apparently, Mr. Justice does. Let's hear it. Where in the park did the killer shoot the victim from?
It's time to raise the roof. And the stakes.
Hmm?
Penalties are such frightening things, don't you think? But what if they were a bit more terrifying?
What, like me electrocuting your sounding rod, or...
Like so.
Oh no.
A double penalty.
And Forehead wishes to take us in a new direction. Then you must be ready for the challenges ahead.
What, dude can just change the rules of the courtroom TM?
Well, yeah, he's hot. That's how it works.
Challenge accepted. It's justice time.
Are you sure, Apollo?
The key is the witness, Mr. Stickler's testimony. If we believe that, and we know where he stood, and the victim turned when he shouted, there's only one place the killer could have been. The killer shot the victim from... like, here. I believe we all owe a debt of gratitude to Ms. Alita Tiala.
What do you mean?
Thanks to you, we had a chance to review the crime. And this time, we were prepared. We know that Wesley Stickler was telling the truth. And we should have listened to him from the beginning. Wesley Stickler was standing next to the trash can when he saw the two men. Doodle, I'm gonna beat your ass. He shouted just as he told us in the testimony. And the victim turned to look in his direction. A shot was fired, and the victim was hit in the right temple.
Oh no.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah! Which direction was his right temple facing at that moment? That's right. Towards the noodle stand.
Order, order, order. So you're saying the killer was inside the noodle stand?
No, the killer was the noodle stand.
Let's think about this a bit more, shall we? You say the killer was inside the noodle stand? Which would mean the victim, Dr. Maractus, came to the park, wheeling his own murderer in the cart behind him?
This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Sorry, I had a rule to discipline.
I think you'd notice if you were pulling someone along, dumbass.
Hold this. There's something we should be worrying about before that. Why was he pulling the noodle stand in the first place?
Let's deal with our problems one at a time, shall we? Someone was hiding in the stand. We have not come this far to talk about possibilities. Let's talk about proof, baby. Show us evidence that proves someone was in that stand.
Can I prove that? You want evidence that someone was in the stand?
Well, too bad. Fuck you.
Well, too bad!
Why do I feel like this was the wrong answer?
Kidding! Just kidding. I've got it. Huh.
Then let's see it. Smartass. Show us proof that someone was hiding behind the noodle stand. In the noodle stand.
The panties.
It's my panties.
Oh yeah, these are at the fucking crime scene. The Maractus Clinic? And they're covered with paint. These slippers were found in a trash can near the crime scene.
And
A single slipper print was found at the scene, right next to the noodle stand. Oh, and Miss Tiala, your toe print was found in the left slipper. In other words, this is proof you were inside that noodle stand.
Eek.
yet there was only one slipper mark found at the scene. Can this be called a footprint in good faith?
Observe the diagram. A park pathway runs right next to the slipper mark. A slipper wouldn't leave a trace on a cobblestone path.
Yeah, you still cannot say this is a footprint, yeah?
Why not?
You have an impression left by a single slipper. What if it was on the stand and simply fell to the ground?
What, like you're about to? That's just dumb.
One more thing. A noodle stand is typically cluttered with the tools of the noodle making trade. There's no room for a person to ride in there.
You may have a point. Could someone have hidden in that stand?
Oh, hello. I think I might be onto something.
Onto something or on something?
Yes. I think I figured out one of our pieces of evidence. In order to make room in the stand, some things would have to be.
Well, Mr. Justice, do you have proof that someone could have hidden in the stand?
I can prove one thing. Someone did scheme to clear space in that stand. All the noodle bowls. This is a noodle bowl from the stolen Eldune's Noodles noodle stand.
Yes, and what about it?
We discovered a large quantity of these bowls yesterday in the lobby of the Maractus Clinic.
A large quantity of noodle bowls in the victim's clinic?
Mr. Eldune was very clear about those bowls.
Oh, right.
Well, I don't care who did it. Without that stand, I'm finished. All my noodle bowls were in there too.
What about the one on your head? Yet the bowls were removed. That night, there was space inside the noodle stand. Space created at the Maractus Clinic, no less. Right around the time that you were there, Miss Alita Tiala.
Stop.
Ooh.
I won't listen to any more of these wild fantasies. No, not fantasies. They're worse lies than that spoiled brat's pickup lines.
Oh, the truth comes out.
I would like to remind the witness of her current status. The court does not consider you entirely innocent.
Show me an innocent. I'll show you a fairy tale, old man.
In any case, This defense has somehow made its point. The witness had both a motive and an opportunity to kill Dr. Maractus.
More fairy tales. This whole trial is a fairy tale.
Then please pull us back down to reality, Miss Tiala. I'm giving you one last chance to explain yourself.
This is it! Why was Dr. Maractus pulling that stand that night? And what was Alita Tiala doing inside of it?
Dum, dum, dum,
Time
dum,
to get
dum,
to the
dum,
bottom of
dum.
this case.
Mom spaghetti.
Hey, yo, Oni,
Mm.
are you a hot dog cart?
No.
Cause girl, you sure know how to make a wiener stand.
Somebody get this guy out of here.
What?
Funny dudes.
Get this guy out of here.
Boo this man!
I need more men. I'm in a fight. Send dudes. That night, I went to ask Dr. Maractus for the chart. I had no intention of ever letting that chart fall into the Kataki family's hands. But Dr. Maractus didn't understand. Oh, really?
Yo, really?
For some reason, he thought the Katakis had sent me. So I gave up and went home. All I did was talk to that son of a bitch.
Hmm. You knew about the botched operation. So you tried to get rid of the chart to save yourself.
I won't make excuses. And I did warn the good doctor. I gave him a chance. I told him that brat got his health checkup report. And that he was coming to settle the score.
I see. Very well, Mr. Justice. Begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. This is the last testimony. Either I perceive the truth or it's over.
Yellow's explanation.
That night, I went to ask Dr. Maractus for the chart. I had no intention of ever letting that chart fall into the Kataki family's hands. But Dr. Maractus just didn't get it. For some reason, he thought the Katakis had sent me. So I gave up and went home. All I did was talk to the son of a bitch.
Oh, any word from your bracelet?
Yeah, actually. I did not feel it respond.
It's up to you, Apollo!
Alright. I don't know what I'm looking for.
I feel like it's the last statement. There it is.
Yeah. What? Am I having a
Perception.
Am I having a stroke?
It's
Yeah.
the ayahuasca, Apollo!
Oh, I had to double tap it. Might be. All I did was talk and lie.
Nani? Show me proof.
I'm pretty sure about this one. I think I'm getting the hang of this. A little slip in confidence and they give it all away. The proof is you, Ms. Tiala.
Hmm.
All I did was talk to him, you claim. Yet you can't hide your own nervous twitch when you say that.
My Twitch? What am I, some streamer?
You have a habit of scratching the area of your neck around the edge of your scarf.
What?
Damn, this is working better than I'd hoped. Her subconscious, not unconscious.
I'm asleep right
Knock
now.
that bitch out.
Yeah, fucking apparently I just gotta... Fucking Wayne Brady gotta choke a bitch to get the answer. Her
choked
subconscious
myself.
actions tell the truth she won't say. Habits and lies. 2 dots. 3 dots. Connect the dots and find the truth.
Don't look at me like that. I told you the truth.
It seems that when you recall what really happened in that office, you can't keep your hands off your neck, can you? It seems that nervous habits are unconscious reactions that manifest when someone is trying to hide something. You can't hide behind your scarf, Ms. Tiala. Something happened between you and the victim in Dr. Maractus's clinic office. And I've got proof that shows exactly what happens. What? Got a bullet. A lamp?
What's that?
It's a fucking lamp, you idiot.
I don't see any light coming out of it, dumbass.
You're touching your scarf again.
Touch this, pants grab.
There's something unusual about this lamp. The bulb is broken, and there's a red splotch on the cord.
Hmm.
And seeing how you hide your neck, I think I can come up with a plausible explanation for the lamp's state.
Spit it out. This talking in circles nonsense is spiraling behind me. Very psychedelically.
Very well. The answer is very simple. Ms. Alita Tiala, you're into autoerotic asphyxiation.
Obviously, I'm a boss from the Earthbound
David
franchise.
Carradine, is that you?
That was very tasteless. Eek.
And that's how Alita Tiala was sent to the Shadow Realm.
She had to take her scarf off.
This is a trial to determine what happened at the park. We seem to have drifted off target.
Hey, I know what I'm doing.
No, you don't.
Ishtar.
We'll find out soon enough if we're drifting. As soon as the witness removes her scarf.
I won't do it. This is insane. I am an unrelated third party.
Miss Giala, I'm afraid you've forgotten what's already been proven.
What? I wasn't here that week.
You are hardly unrelated. Please remove your scarf.
No. No.
I knew it. So I was right, wasn't I? Ms. Alita Tiala.
Your neck, that isn't what I think it is?
Yeah, it looks like probably like an oil brush, maybe? Something did happen that night at the Maractus Clinic. You needed to get the chart back, no matter what it took. Gross. Even if you had to steal your fiance's pistol to do it.
But wait,
There's more?
looking at this lamp and the witness's neck, it looks like the very opposite happened.
Exactly. The victim in the clinic that night was this witness. Specifically, you tried to threaten Dr. Maractus, and he beat your ass. That's what happened that night at the Maractus Clinic. Is her shirt about to take off?
I think so.
That's cool. It's pretty cool.
Eek.
The dove, no longer a hat, is now the necklace.
Hmm?
Order! Order! Will someone please tell me what really happened?
No.
I told you the truth already. I went to the clinic that night to warn Dr. Maractus. That gangster knows everything. He's coming for you.
Shy.
It's like my clinic seen its last patient.
We have to get rid of that chart. Quick, open your safe. Give it to me.
So you can save your own skin.
What?
I know what you're up to. You want in with the family. And if they see that chart, you're finished.
Nani?
Leaving me holding the short straw. But if I'm going down, I'll want some company. You!
And what happened next?
He jumped at me and knocked me to the floor. Then he took that cord. Pal Maractus was serious. Deadly serious. He really tried to strangle me. I must have blacked out.
So, you were the victim.
And the red splotch on the cord was your lipstick.
I didn't want to remember that night. That's why I didn't bring it up. There, are you happy? Asshole?
Eh,
I was out cold, almost killed. And you claim I then stuck into that noodle stand? How could I?
ugh.
Well, one thing is clear. We now know what really happened at the Maractus Clinic. And it would seem that our victim was not entirely without blame himself.
I'm sorry. I get so nervous just thinking of it. It's hard to breathe. I've told you everything. Can I please go home now?
You bear some responsibilities for the events that day, true. Yet, if you were also a victim, this court will owe you some sympathy. Well, Mr. Justice, I believe this clears up the remaining questions for Miss Tiala.
When did this happen? Suddenly everyone's sympathizing with her.
I don't know what to think anymore, Apollo.
You actually even think?
Sometimes.
She's wearing
That's-
her thinking panties.
I mean, is that it? Do we know everything we need to know about Miss Tiala?
No?
Very well, this finishes the cross-examination of this.
Not so fast. This part's just getting started. Now we rock!
What?
Those spikes on your head are softer than they look.
What does that even mean?
I didn't realize that this guy was half America Ishtar and half Bill S. Preston Esquire.
Why is he commenting on the turgidness of my hair?
Why do you not have the stomach to go all the way?
Prosecutor Gavin.
Are you sexually harassing me?
Malpractice choked Alita Tiala. She fell unconscious. What would happen next?
He's right. There's more we don't know.
But she was choked hard enough to leave that mark. She would have been out for a while. Yes.
Even still, what if it was her in that noodle stand?
Alita Tiala, half dead, Dr. Maractus, pulling that stand. And a bullet fired from inside the noodle stand?
What if it's all true? We might have already figured out what truly happened that night.
Ms. Alita Tiala, as you can see, we're not through with you just yet.
You really want to blame me for this murder, don't you?
Yeah, maybe if you weren't such a smug, insufferable prick about it, I'd just drop it.
You too, prosecutor Gavin.
Me? Fräulein, I only wish to know the truth.
Well, let's go back over what we've learned up until now. On the day of the murder, Waki saw his checkup report, from which he learned about the bullet still being in. So he took a pistol from the family stash with the intent to give Dr. Maractus some of his own medicine.
And Miss Tiala heard about this from Waki. So she went to the Maractus clinic ahead of him. In order to get rid of the chart with her signature.
But then, something happened.
Sounds like you figured it all out. But remember, I was the victim. I was out cold.
But what about Dr. Maractus?
That does seem to be the problem. He had just strangled Alita Tiala, perhaps, he thought, to death. What did he do after his crime?
I was just knocked out, not dead.
From the state of his clinic and the scene in the park, I think it's clear what the good doctor did next. Well, Air Forehead, care to guess?
He put that chick in the noodle cart.
Well, Mr. Justice, what did Dr. Maractus do? I'm incapable of thinking for myself.
Maybe he did think he killed Alita Tiala. Do I have evidence to show what he did next? Of course I do. He loaded that bitch up in a noodle cart. As his next move, Dr. Maractus stole Guy Aldoon's noodle stand.
What? Killing me disturbed him that much? So much he randomly stole some ramen?
It wasn't so random. Remember, all the bowls in the clinic's foyer? Bowls that belonged inside that stand? I think it's pretty obvious, don't you? That stand was at the clinic. However, the question is, why did he remove the bowls?
Maybe because the stand was too heavy?
No. Or he wanted to put something in the stand in their place.
Ah. Wait, you don't mean...
I do. Dr. Maractus did replace those bowls with something. Your corpse, Ms. Tiala.
My corpse?
Dr. Maractus panicked. He thought he'd killed you.
His next move would be to dispose of the body.
That's crazy talk. You're all insane.
Institutionalized.
Insane in the membrane. Insane,
Insane
in the brain.
brain.
Well, let's think about it. Logically. The doctor had a place to dispose of you in mind. But on his way there, who should he run into but the defendant, Walkie Kitaki?
I question your logic.
Fucking question this, pants crab.
What's this, Prosecutor Gavin?
The park is a dead end. Why would he head in that direction to begin with?
That's right. He had no reason to go. Oh. It was a trick. That spoiled brat made him do it. He made the doctor steal the stand.
Tell me, why would someone go to a dead end? Unless the park was his destination.
Nani?
Apparently, the defense has an idea. Tell us where Dr. Maractus was heading with the stand. Here, please show us on this diagram. To where exactly was the victim dragging that stand?
Where all the dead things go. The river!
That's a river.
Yes, Your Honor. I scarcely need to explain why, and if you ask, I will literally strangle you.
A perfect place to dispose of a body.
Really cliche, that son of a bitch.
He didn't have many other options, Fräulein.
Und why do you think you are so German?
I believe this clears up all of the remaining questions. The victim pulling the stand and the defendant before him. And inside of the stand, you, Ms. Alita Tiala. And then, the denouement. Wesley Stickler, of panty-snatching fame, walks up. Seeing the two men, he shouts, and in that instant, you fucking shot his ass.
So, I shot him?
You're the only one who could have stolen Walkie's pistol. It had to be you, you idiot.
Well, Miss Tiala?
Has anyone bothered, like, swabbing her hands for gunshot residue? Yeah, it'd be a pretty open and shut case.
Why would we do that?
Yeah, you're right.
Nice work.
Thank you.
I mean, you've done a fine job dreaming up a story
Oh, go fuck yourself.
to get that spoiled brat off the hook.
Yeah, I know, Dan.
You're the one who's dreaming. Apollo's backed up everything he said with facts. If you're so sure he's making it up, give us another reason. Why was Dr. Maractus pulling that stand through the park?
Who knows? But there's one gaping hole in your logic. I think Mr. Gavin knows where I speak.
Where of what? I still can't believe she's trying to deny this.
Is this true, Prosecutor Gavin?
Must I always be the one to point out our forehead's errors?
Maybe there
Yes,
really
that's
is.
your job.
I mean, yeah, actually it is.
I believe the Fräulein speaks of Herr Doctor's car.
His car?
That's right. The Maractus Clinic has that big garage.
In which sat a green sports car, was it?
Why would he steal the stand in the first place? He wanted to carry a body. That son of a bitch had wheels.
And so we find our victim without probable cause to steal that stand,
Except we know he did.
Yeah.
and our defense without a case.
I have an idea. You know that green car? I bet it wouldn't run. It was broken.
Huh. What an excellent counter-argument, Fräulein. Too bad you're quite wrong.
Huh?
Don't tell me you've forgotten what happened to your daddy.
Daddy?
That's right. That night, the car that hit Mr. Wright was that green sports car.
Oh, yes, I'd nearly forgotten about it.
Afterward, he drove it back to the garage. It ran fine.
That's right. So why didn't he use his beloved sports car?
A glaring contradiction, to be sure. More glaring than your forehead.
No!
Order, order. Well, Mr. Justice,
Get some rest, Dan. Thanks for hanging.
why didn't Maractus use his car to carry the body?
Because that would leave physical evidence tying directly back to him? You fucking dumb? Is this your first fucking trial?
Is that the groan of a surrender I hear? Some advice. Now's a good time to review all you know. Everything you've learned over the last 2 days.
Everything I've learned?
Mr. Justice is contradicting doubts on your entire case. This is truly your last chance. The defense will have to explain to us what happened that night.
Card and run. I have an idea. It's all coming together. That night, Dr. Maractus couldn't use his car.
Now you're making even less sense than usual.
Not according to my information, Ms. Tiala. Put one and one together and the explanation is pretty simple.
If it's so simple, perhaps you can show us some evidence.
Yeah, right here, pants grab. The proof?
Let's see now. Panties again?
I warned you! I don't want the panties again!
All sorts of things come out of my panty. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, come on.
Even the truth.
Is that what you call it?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that what you call it?
That's gotta be one of the best lines in gaming history right there.
Lon's about to tell Shy to come get the truth.
Great kids game. Love it.
Nothing but the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
The truth will set you free.
Another crime was committed the night of the murder. The theft of these panties, and the latest in a string of similar thefts, actually. That night, the snatcher was caught in the act. A brave young girl chased this thief until he hid in the Maractus Clinic garage.
What?
The snatcher hid the panties there before running. Perhaps someone in this court remembers where he hid them?
Why weren't they found in the car's exhaust pipe?
Yes. Yeah, by the way, I learned something yesterday. No, I don't want to know what you've learned regarding anything involving panties and tailpipes. A very important piece of information.
Don't kink shame.
And I learned it from Reddit, Prosecutor Gavin. That dragons fucking cars is a thing.
So you were here investigating?
And I was on my way home when my hog gave up the ghost.
Yeah. Your hog. Is that anything like the truth?
I named my hog the truth.
Your hog?
Yes.
My motorcycle won't start. A clogged exhaust pipe.
Okay, but we know this doesn't happen.
Potatoes.
Like this doesn't work that way. It really doesn't. Unless like you've welded the pipe closed, but even then, you'd still get ignition until the back pressure. Yeah, you know what? Never
Gavin's
mind.
gonna mess up your car by rubbing a potato on the door and then putting keys in the exhaust pipe.
Hello? Are you saying that my panties caused too much back pressure? And it clogged a pipe?
Definitely clogged someone's pipe.
Too bad. It looked like such a nice bike, too.
Hard to believe that it could break just from that. Because it couldn't.
Yeah, I mean, my motorcycle at one point had no exhaust. and it still ran. It was really loud. Didn't run great, but it ran.
Cars, motorbikes, they're all the same.
This man's an idiot.
Clog the exhaust and they won't run.
My, how interesting.
Yeah, you sound exactly like my wife when I try to explain stuff about vehicles.
Whatever gets me to the end of the conversation faster.
While Ms. Tiala and the doctor were struggling, the panty snatcher snuck into the Maractus garage. From that time until the time we found these, that car wouldn't start.
What?
That's why Dr. Maractus had to use the noodle stand. Because of my panties. It was the next closest thing he could think of. No, stop it.
Well, Ms. Tiala, this wraps your doubts up quite nicely, I think, even though I'm now also fucking lying.
So it does.
Don't be so hard on yourself, Apollo. You might just be a dumbass.
Where,
Hey.
where am I? So dark, can't see. Smells of soy sauce everywhere.
Knees weak, arms are heavy.
The pain.
Eldoon spaghetti!
My throat's burning.
Say,
What's your problem?
You, Doc! I know what you did!
Walkie?
You lied to me! So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna give you a taste of your own medicine, man!
Wait, let me explain.
Fine, I'll give you your last request.
Listen, you're being tricked, but not how you think. It's not just me.
No! He'll ruin everything. I have to stop him now. Funny, this isn't the way it was supposed to turn out.
You think?
Oh well. Too bad.
There's still one mystery. How did you manage to disappear from that stand?
In the silence after the shot, I heard the witness running.
I believe we heard as much from Wesley Stickler. He went to use a public phone to inform the police.
Which is when I made my escape.
Which is when you left that slipper print.
Dr. Maractus didn't bother taking my slippers off. I threw them out after I stepped in that paint, though.
That was your mistake. You threw out slippers like 50 feet from the fucking crime scene. You are so dumb.
No, my biggest mistake was coming to you for help, Mr. Justice.
Oh yeah, that was pretty dumb too, actually. Eh,
I believed in you. You and your anything agency. If anyone could get Walkie declared guilty, it was you.
That is incredibly rude.
But it is also what happened.
Sometimes reality is rude to us, Apollo. That's why I don't pay attention to it.
I believe we've reached a conclusion of sorts.
Oh, thank God.
Professor Gavin, how is Miss Alita Tiala doing?
She's confessed to everything. We're processing her arrest now.
Prosecutor Gavin sure seems calm for someone who just lost.
I think he already knew. He'd figured out she was the killer a while ago.
Some advice. Now's a good time to review all you know. Everything you've learned over the last 2 days.
He lost, but I didn't exactly win either.
Something the matter, hair forehead?
Looks like it was time to announce a verdict. Not guilty.
Woo!
Celebration.
Congratulations!
Turn that frown the other way around.
Court is adjourned.
Hell yeah.
2:17, 4:12 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 2. Great job, Apollo! You did it!
Yeah, we did. Somehow.
Lucky's off the hook!
I think you mean
And
off the chain.
chain. High five. Free to become the gangster he's always wanted to be.
No.
And he has you to thank.
Hey, attorney man! You're gonna pay for what you did to my Alita, Holmes?
Bro, sit your ass
Wow.
down. Fucking $10 ass looking motherfucker.
When cat boys go wrong.
Or to blame, I guess.
You give my Alita back! Stupid pointy-headed attorney with a death wish!
Who wants to be dad?
I think Oni was also dad, weren't you?
I mean, I could.
I don't give a shit. Whoever wants
if
it.
somebody else wants
We
to
can
do
make
it.
Shy do it.
Enough,
Yeah.
Walkie.
Shy hasn't gotten to shine enough yet today.
Yeah.
Ah, Mr. Kitaki.
It's high time you opened your eyes, Walkie.
What do you know, old man?
Like Oro Majima's gonna choke a bitch.
I think it's about time you opened yours. Giving up the life? Trying to become some kind of businessman?
Don't talk about what you don't understand, Walkie.
I am afraid the guard is going to throw them both out.
I don't give a shit. That's not a fucking me problem.
And how do we get paid, Apollo?
I'll get paid, don't worry. Big Wins always keeps his word.
Hey, maybe we can help them out.
No!
We know why Mr. Kitaki needs so much money. Maybe we should tell Walkie. Oh, Walkie, Apollo has something to tell you.
No, I don't.
What the fuck do you want?
Show him the reason why, Apollo.
Why is Mr. Kitaki trying to become a businessman? Think about it, Walkie. Think about your condition.
Eh,
I talked with your mother. Not so little plum yesterday.
It pays, but we need a lot of money right now. Clean money, that is.
She doesn't mean. You aren't really. Are you?
I searched the globe, and I found one. A doctor who can take that bullet out of you, Waki. But it's an expensive procedure.
Why don't they just use a really big magnet?
That's why he has a fox apron now and no eyeballs.
Man, but you got plenty of money already, don't you?
I won't use it.
Ugh.
Yo, why are they trying to make this dude look cute all of a sudden? The hell?
It was the gangster life that did this to you, Waki. I want to help you, and I want to do it clean.
Oh, those were just his eyebrows.
Please understand, Waki.
Man has eyebrows the size of Tokyo.
Brows for days.
Dad!
This kid inherited none of it either.
Yep.
Man, I see how it is, old man. Always you looking out for Alpha.
I'm telling you, he's a transmask icon. We just
I
need
think
someone
little-
at Capcom to confirm.
I think Little Plum had an affair.
Lucky?
Listen, good old man. One day, I'm gonna take you out. Then we'll see who's the OG. You trying to hide in your business suit, I'll find you. Stupid old geezer.
My man
Only
is
out here trying to win an Emmy.
trying.
No, it's as it should be.
Mr. Kitaki? I liked him more without the puppy dog eyes. It's kind of erotic.
I'm glad to have met you. I'm not so good with words,
I keep imagining this guy with like a
but I know a
Godfather
professional
voice.
job when I see one. Thank you.
Oh, me? I don't think...
Someday, I'll make you one of our latest, the Kentucky lime pie.
You know what? That actually sounds really good.
I'll pick you one of our latest.
He's opening a pie
Kentucky
shop?
lime pie.
Have you thought about naming it Ichiban Senbei Company?
Go on.
And he was gone.
Let's head back, Apollo. To the right editing agency.
Hey, since when did I work at your agency?
Aw, we make a good team.
No, get out of here!
You just stand there. Let's get going.
Fine, I guess. And there's still a few questions that I need answers to.
I mean, it makes sense. She's 16. He looks like he's 12.
Like this power of mine. And my bracelet? If anyone can help me figure it out, I guess it's her. Fucking weirdo. Although I can't say I care much for what her father has become.
Right. We have to go someplace first.
Where?
Why, to claim our reward from Mr. Eldoon.
Oh, yeah. Salty noodles, great. He got his stand back already?
Oh, and after that, you can come see my show.
Oh, wait, is Stickler gonna be there? That's gonna be really fucking awkward.
With a special appearance by the amazing Mr. Hat.
I love Mr. Hat.
Oh, It's special, all right.
Please, anything but him. Yay!
Congratulations.
Congratulations!
Turnabout serenade.
Let's rock.
We love you!
Rock on, everyone. This party's not over yet. Get out your handkerchiefs for our special guest. That's right, baby. The night's just getting started.
There will now be a 20-minute intermission. July 7th, 8:05 p.m. Backstage hallway.
8:05 p.m. This man's the opener.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, he sure is. This is so cool. Us at a Gavinus concert.
Well, to be fair, when we saw Deer and Gray, they're one man. I think doors opened at 7, started at 8, and I think I was done by like 9:30.
If you're gonna start at 8, you gotta do like a 3-hour set.
Ma'am, can I help you? Fuck! Huh? Did you say something? My ears are still ringing. The Gavinners putting the sick back in music.
Well, I thought Mr. Gavin was really nice.
That's because he's a groomer.
Oh. Sending us those tickets at 20% off? Yeah, hard to get a hold of, you know.
When you invite people to a concert, it's usually free.
Let's head to his dressing room, Apollo.
Absolutely not.
You know, like we're a couple of VIPs. I've always dreamed of being a VIP at a Gavinners show.
Oh, I can tell this is gonna be wild, MPT.
God, he's named it after himself too. I hate this guy.
Yes, he has.
I'd like to introduce you to my favorite band. It's the Chrisarizes.
This dude.
Okay, but the Chrisarizes does kind of sound cool.
This dude
Yeah, it kinda does.
loves the smell of his own farts.
That would have been way better than Blitz, damn it.
Yeah.
Only 6 years too late.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
With opening act, the Oni Hearts.
Oh, no.
Or is it the Oni's Hearts? The Oni's Heart.
Don't make me plug in the amp. I have to add it to the scene, and then there's just gonna be shit everywhere, and Penn's gonna get all fucking upset and get his little frilly panties in a bunch.
Who cares? He's French. It's fine.
The only pennies that matter are mine.
You know what? Yeah. You didn't
So,
know who Prosecutor Gavin was before this case. What kind of fan doesn't know the lead vocalist's name? You're a fucking
Especially when
poser!
Especially when it's in the name of the band. Oh, this guy, well, he was more like a prince, really. He let us in.
You're so dumb!
Clever. What a lovely name. So dreamy.
He's old enough to be your dad. Ew!
My dad isn't even old enough to be my dad. Yeah, but I'm a girl.
Oh, that just makes everything better?
Apparently, yes.
You know what? Fine.
Look.
Fine.
Look. As the person who I'm just saying. I can excuse, you know? I get an excuse. I'm supposed to swoon over gods of rock.
God awful, maybe. Why? What is this face? I.
Oh wow, that's a reference. Holy shit.
Yes, it is.
I bought all their stuff on the way home from the trial.
You know, that was supposed to be my money, right?
I got 12 Gaviner's albums and 15 concert videos.
That's quite a bit of impulse shopping.
I got an advance on my next 15 years worth of allowance.
For Mr. Wright, that sounds like a real act of generosity.
Mm,
Who would have imagined me here? At a Gaviner's concert, watching Prosecutor Gavin rock. To be honest, it was kind of cool. I'm kind of envious. Not that I'd ever admit that. A fucking full plate of curry?
July 7th, Gaviner's dressing room.
What a... Not a whole lot of weird
That
shit.
is a fucking weird dressing room.
I mean, not if you're a YMCA tribute band.
That's fair.
The only thing that's missing is the 55-gallon drum of lube.
Ah, you made it.
Mr. Gavin, thanks so much for the tickets.
And the invoice you sent along with them. Not cool, dude.
You're incredible up on stage, Mr. Gavin.
Nothing like music to brighten the mood after a trial, yeah? And we're almost ready for our next act. I'm looking forward to it myself.
Lenny was singing, right? The siren of the ballad?
Oh, yeah. That flyer said she flew all the way over for this show.
That's right. I happened to catch her show while overseas.
You were the opener.
Her voice is divine.
That song name sounds like Iron Maiden, though.
I knew I had to invite her to perform with us.
Is this shy?
The Miro says you praise me too highly.
Whoa.
Never mind.
Who's this
I
guy?
think, maybe.
He's
Never mind.
huge.
Allow me to introduce Mr. Romain Lettuce.
Sorry, I assumed that was the actual.
Romaine lettuce! Oh my god!
Romaine lettuce.
I thought that was the actual person speaking in third person. My bad. Sorry, Shy.
No worries.
Lemuroir's manager and her interpreter, incidentally.
Oh, hey, does she know anything about baseball?
So which one of us is taking romaine lettuce?
I mean, sure, I can keep going.
It is a great honor for us to be here. And a great honor for Le Mirror to be heard in this country.
Wingdings.
Okay.
Wingdings! That voice. I wish I could understand it. It's beautiful.
More wingdings.
Can we get like a
a like late 90s modem to voice her.
Oh.
Roar.
You mean
Don't encourage his behavior.
like this?
Yes, yes. This is one of her hit singles.
Actually meeting Lenore.
Lemiroir, mysterious songstress. Her quiet, deep song glides through the air, lilting above a sparse but elegant piano accompaniment. Now this is music. She's a real artist.
Beep bop boop beep beep.
Lumira says, "We have long looked forward to this joint performance."
Ah, Lemuroir, your voice. It is art.
My
You know,
new
that
hit-
is how that would be pronounced.
her new
Mhm.
hit song 56K Bod.
Yet without his piano to guide me, it is but a voice.
Ellipses.
I feel so seen right now. I've seen this kid somewhere before.
He plays piano at
Yeah?
Plays piano at all.
He plays the pinto beans?
He plays Pantsu at all of Lemuroir's
Yeah.
concerts.
At all of Lenoir's concerts.
I thought
Lon.
that's what Juicy played.
Lon, leave the little fucking shonen desks alone. You leave that boy alone.
He's cute, and he's a really good pianist.
I'm sorry, he's a very good what?
Pianist.
That better not mean what I think it means.
It doesn't. You're an idiot, Apollo.
Yeah, true. Good pianists are a dying breed, I hear.
They sure are.
Allow me to introduce Maki Tobaye. He is blind.
Thanks, I
Noir.
guess. What is that, his entire personality? Like,
No, that's all.
This is why he never strays far from Lemira. They are always together.
Ellipses.
they're like characters from a fairy tale.
Lenoir's so. What's that word? Exotic.
I think that might be a
Trucy,
little
you can't-
racist, Trucy.
Trucy, you can't call a person exotic.
It's a little...
Trucy, that's racist.
That's insensitive.
They're so. What's the word?
How
She's
not-
to be
She's not even British.
Look, that's insensitive at best, racist at worst.
They're so mysterious and white.
She does seem quite pretty. At least her eyes do.
Hers is a kind of sightseeing music.
Eh?
She travels the globe, putting the sights she sees into song.
She's
So
that
she plays
program
pan flutes
that-
with her hoo-ha?
She's that program that translates JPEGs into sound files.
Photo sounder.
Yep.
She's like Sufjan Stevens if he actually did his entire US project and didn't just nope out after 2.
Is that how you say his name?
Yeah.
I thought it was always Sufjan.
Sufjan.
Yeah, no. It used to be known as
The more you
Cat
know.
Stevens, and then converted to Islam.
No, that's someone else.
Is it?
That's appropriately Yusuf Islam.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That's Yusuf Islam. Thank you.
Who is not, in fact, Sufjan Stevens.
No, that is correct.
Imagine converting so wholeheartedly to a religion you make it your last name.
Yeah, hey, listen, some people, I guess. Whatever makes you happy.
Yeah.
Even though her appearance and voice are exotic, her songs remind us of something close and warm.
Writes into song. That's so poetic.
I mean, Noisia and Spore did it. It's called, Falling Through.
She was gracious enough to put music to my lyrics tonight. The Guitar Serenade. I hope you enjoy.
Can't wait.
And now it's time.
To duel?
For the next part, we're giving the Gaviners hard rock a little rest. Lemoir, the stage is yours.
Band members not to play during Lemiro's ballad. Only Maki's tender tones and Lemiro's dulcet voice.
And my guitar, of course.
Nights like this make it all worthwhile, you know?
I should have learned how to play the guitar. There's not much romance in chords of steel.
Shall we hit the stage then?
Good luck, Mr. Gavin.
Take care your hearts aren't stolen away, yeah?
Let's get back to the concert hall, Polly.
This looks like a douchebag. I see where all the budget for this went, huh? Is this when the audience bursts into flames and like the
I remember
mitochondria thing
Parasite.
happens?
Yeah, I think so.
I'm sorry, I'm the magician in this game, motherfucker.
What the fuck is going on?
Oh, my guitar! What the fuck?
I stopped liking her when she tried to be a better magician than me. July 7th, 9:05 p.m. Backstage hallway.
Ugh.
I bet she can't even pull things out of her panties.
Wait, hold on. I know what happens next. I got it.
Oh, Parasite Eve returns.
Y'all thought this was a Apollo Justice Ace Attorney? No! It's a Parasite Eve speedrun!
But it's not Christmas yet.
I was gonna say you're like 3 months late on that, brother.
No, I did it for Christmas. I always do one for Christmas.
You know, I always tell people to put up their Christmas decorations in December and take them down at Easter, so this is good timing.
Wow, wasn't Le Noir amazing? I, I even cried a little.
I was surprised Prosecutor Gavin actually burned his guitar. He probably should have done that to begin with.
Yeah, that even surprised me, and I'm a magician. What a production!
What a destruction. I
Such
don't think
devastation.
Prosecutor Gavin was expecting it either, oddly. He looked as surprised as I was.
Is that what they call risking life and limb for art? I think he's my new hero.
I think you need to set higher standards for yourself. I'm not sure I'd call that art.
Well, what are we doing here? Let's get going to Mr. Gavin's dressing room.
No.
There's 20 minutes till the last part of the show.
How many breaks does this band need? How old are these fucks?
All you need is one to get on stage.
July 7th, Gaviner's dressing room.
What the heck was that? I was never consulted about it.
Oh, boo-hoo. Oh, boo-hoo-hoo-hoo.
Sorry, Mr. Gavin, sir. I've asked the man in charge.
I play new rock, not great balls of fire.
You shake my nerves and you rattle my brain.
Speaking of fire, I have a good mind to fire whoever's responsible.
He's kinda pissed.
What gave you that idea, Trucy?
Apollo Justice. Were you the one who tried to torch me?
I don't really think you need help being torched. You're pretty flaming already, Clavier.
So much for risking your life for art.
The guitar serenade is ruined! Ruined!
Damn, bro, that sucks. That's so sad. Play Despacito.
Looks like he fucked around and then found out.
True.
Well, let's try to talk to him at least.
No! What is this? You just continually say bad ideas out loud?
And it all works out for the best.
You know, I don't think that's a great idea right now, Trucy.
You mean the guitar? That wasn't part of the act?
Part of the act? Who'd burn a guitar on purpose?
I don't know, an actual hardcore rocker.
Someone with actual musical talent?
Someone who understands that there's poetry and things in life being fleeting. But it worked really well. Burning on in my heart, fire, burn my love away, all away.
Wait. You think the audience thought it was?
Yeah, 100%, my guy.
Sounds like you got lucky.
They probably thought it was part of the act. At least I did.
Oh, sure, now you're gonna take credit for it, aren't you, you smug prick? He got lucky, and he didn't realize it.
Anyway, that guitar was like the Ferrari of guitars.
My guy, it was a basic dreadnought-bodied fucking acoustic guitar. It's not like fucking Trigger.
All the speed, all the sound, and all the price.
Do you know
Sounds
anything?
like he just got ripped off.
Do you know anything about anything, Mr. Gavin?
Well, I mean, the
No.
last major production model Ferrari put out did have an issue with the driver's side rear wheel well spontaneously combusting because they mixed two composites with like a fucking cyanoacrylate like glue, and apparently they didn't check how warm it would get back there, and yeah, actually it turns out it gets warmer than the ignition point of said glue. Oops.
That's a pretty big oops.
If I burned one of those at every show, I'd go broke.
Just insure it, you idiot. Unusually frugal for a rock band. You're a pussy.
Try saying that to Mr. Gavin.
Achtung! Today's been one disaster after another. My hog won't run, my guitar case is broken.
Daddy told me there'd be days like this. Wasn't Lemuel's song incredible? You on it too, right, Mr. Gavin?
Yes, thanks. It was a collaboration. I wrote the lyrics and she wrote the melody.
You know, I was surprised she could sing in Japanese.
I'm sure she practiced a long time for this day. Ah, here.
What's this?
A lyric sheet. It's yours.
No, thank you.
Signed by myself and Lemoir.
Oh, how much do you think this is worth on eBay?
$1.50.
Hey, thanks so much.
All I ever get to sign are client defense agreements.
Lyric sheet added to the court record.
Almost time for that third act of the night.
Oh, there's more?
Yes, Lemoir's part is done. Now it's time for us to drop our groove again, yeah? Hope you're ready to catch it.
I'm not trying to catch anything that you're giving me.
Woohoo! Ready, Apollo?
Yeah, let me just finish applying this spermicidal lubricant all over myself.
We're gonna catch it from Mr. Gavin.
Whoa.
You know what, Trucy, I think I'm gonna pass. I like the bit with La Mirar. Yeah, but the rest could use a volume knob, like turned all the way down.
Apollo, you're just getting old.
He's like
No,
20.
no, I know a noise record when I hear one, thanks.
The music's too loud, you're just too old, bro.
Does 22 qualify as old to a 15-year-old?
Ancient.
Yes.
Abso-fucking-lutely, my dude. Well, I'm going.
Let the old folks rest backstage, yeah? I'll be seeing you.
You're older than me, you fucking wrinkled prick. A postcard of La Mirar. I can't read a single word of the sentence at the bottom. Huh, Trucy might want one of these. I'll show it to her next time we're here. Tell me about this curry, though. This curry looked good. A delicious bowl of stew. That's curry.
Yo,
Made
what's
of
up,
plastic. The bottom of the
That's
bowl
not
has
curry.
a G on it? They sell these at concerts? What happened to t-shirts? Oh, look, there's tissues for when he's fucking beating his schmeat. That guitar looks like it was made out of a cop car door. That's right, Trucy's not here to set me straight. Now I feel kind of lonely.
See, you need me, Apollo.
That's an odd guitar. The design is that character I saw in the hallway, but with sunglasses. What a strange mascot. He looks like he's crying. Since when was rock about crying?
You're just not deep enough, my dude.
They should name this guy Emo.
Shots
Topical
fired.
humor. Topical. Chains dangle from the ceiling. They aren't glamorous, but I bet Detective Sky'd have something to say about them. Detective Sky can tell us about it next week, because it's time to go to sleep.
Woo,
job, everybody.
sleepy time.
Woo! Good job, everybody.
Congrats on the sleep, everyone.
Yeah. Besides, we just got told we're old as shit.
Again.
Fucking
You
again.
are?
Yes, I am. Fuck all of you. Get off my lawn.
Listen here, whippersnapper.
Listen here. Fucking
Listen here.
whose team fucking won a Super Bowl in the last fucking decade, Sharky? Because it was
Mine.
barely mine.
Mine definitely did.
Yeah.
And 2 Stanley Cups, so kiss my ass.
Yeah, I know.
It's just
You've
jealous,
never even
Sharky.
played in a Super Bowl.
The
That'd be
superb
mine.
owl. So anyway, going back to the mayonnaise thing, that's why the Wing Bowl was important to
Good night,
Philadelphia.
everyone.
No, I want to talk about eating mayonnaise.
Talk
I
about
thought we established
this.
that you didn't eat mayonnaise, you
Fucking
drank it.
pants crab.
Thanks, everybody. Let's resume this conversation never.
All right.
MPT.
Well, let's say goodnight to all of these strange people on the internet. Have them extraduce themselves.
No.
Yeah, fuck you.
No.
Fuck you, you little bitch.
Oh, that's rude.
Yeah, that's very rude. My apologies. Little Sharky, the Florida man, rides again.
Florida man, he's as weird as a Florida man. Yeah, I got nothing. It's been too long since Tiny Toons. Anyway, I'm Sharky. I'm old. You might remember me from such hits as, I don't know, beef stroganoff jokes. I got nothing. Have a great night. Thanks, everybody. Tell your people that you love them. And, yeah. Don't eat mayonnaise. Bye, everyone.
Oni, tell him to play Unicorn Overlord.
Yeah. If you like strategy games or RPGs in general, or you play Fire Emblem, or you like Vanillaware, or Atlas, or both, please play that game. That game is fucking amazing. Yeah, man. It's been that and Tekken for me. And I gotta to force myself to keep working on my new model. I'm definitely gonna stream working on it at some point. But yeah, that's it. That's it for me.
Thanks for the memories, buddy.
Shy! Tell him when you're going to stream next.
Hopefully sometime this week, but I mean, if I do, I do. I don't, but it's not going to be another 6 months until I do again. But yeah, hi, I am Shy, still working on 14, definitely looking forward to getting back to Stardew. Might be picking something else up depending on what I can pull out of my magic bag. And as usual, you can find me opposite lawn, you can find me here on Mondays, and yeah, we're gonna have fun. So thanks for showing up tonight.
Something, pulling something out of something. It's Lon!
Pulling the truth out of my panties.
Hi, I am Lonnie Akea. I am Honestly, yeah, I am as unhinged as I seem on this stream. You can find me playing things like Bunhouse to help promote the Kickstarter for cozy baking game Cinnabunny. You can also find me playing Yakuza Finite Poverty and things like that. You can check me out at twitch.tv/LaniaKai. I am usually joined by Shy over here. You can also check me out right here on the Catboys channel on Saturdays for Nightingale.
Nightingale fucks.
And you can check out the truth in my panties, Apollo! Be good to each other. Yeah, that's the thing I say.
Last but not least, everybody's favorite Grumpy Grumpus. It's Chris Reese.
Hi, I'm Chris Reese. I lead the Raid booths on Final Fantasy 14. And I might stream something this week. Who knows? Hey, we might clear tea this week, actually.
Actually, that's pretty fucking dope.
Yeah.
Well, all right, friendos. For me, I'm going to call it a night. I appreciate y'all hanging around. There's the Discord. Come hang out with us. Play video games on the weekend. Don't forget to vote for the fucking cooking streams. Anyway, y'all have been doing a really good job at that, so I'm not actually mad. If you want to catch up with what you've missed on the stream, feel free to check out the YouTube. Everything is nicely categorized in playlists and nicely trimmed up for your personal enjoyment. Tea drinkers, check out the blends we put together with our friends over at Adagio. Proceeds benefiting the Trevor Project. Check out my wife's super cool Etsy. She makes really unique, ethically sourced bone jewelry, and she does a wonderful bit of crocheting and occasionally some 3D printing as there's filament bouncing across the floor. Last but not least, you want to support the stream that little bit extra. You want to get some extra cooking boats. You want to make the Catboy happy. Feel free to check out the Throne wish list. But for me, I'm going to call it a night. We are going to go raid Willow, who I believe, I'm not 100% sure, but I think this week is the trans visibility charity marathon between a bunch of trans streamers and content creators. So let's go raid Willow. She is working on some Stardew Valley. And I will see you all next time.
First thing he did when he took over the CEO
I take it over.
was to get... Hey.
We're gonna go say hi to Willow, okay?
Hi, Willow. Hi, Willow.
Okay, bye.
Bye, everybody.